Here we are, Leading Edge Martial Arts. It's Wednesday. We're about to have our free women's self-defense workshop. Senpai Jalari here. This is Sensei Rob. We got a class full of ladies ready to learn how to kick some butt. So we're going to get things rolling here. I'm going to hand things over. Senpai Jalari, you're going to document the whole event, correct?
Correct, Sensei.
All right, let's have some fun. Who's here tonight? Wow, those are menacing looking people right there. Okay, good. All right, if you're watching this from home on your couch, you should be here. What are you doing? All right, I'm gonna hand this over. You can just kind of casually wander around, and you gotta hold it vertical for Facebook Live.
No, I'm kidding. You called it. You want to fix your hair first?
Yeah, I gotta fix my makeup and all that. I gotta put on my eyebrow.
He said to hold it this way.
Oh, for Facebook Live.
See, Bailey's telling me to switch your phone around.
Well, you normally would, but Facebook Live won't do it that way. It's Facebook Live.
That's what I was going to guess.
Facebook, you have to fix it because the camera is supposed to be held this way for videoing video. But that's Facebook Live. I don't know why. Good. My name is Sensei Rob. Welcome to Leading Edge Martial Arts. We've got lots of helpers out here tonight. I can't introduce them all because I don't remember everybody's name. No, just kidding. But they're here to help you out, to show you things that you're struggling with, and for you to throw around. Okay? So please be gentle on all of them except for this one. No, just kidding. Welcome to Leading Edge Martial Arts. Welcome to our Women's Self-Defense Workshop. Have any of you ever done a workshop like this before? Any of you ever been to this workshop? You have? All right, repeat custom. Good. So we're going to have some fun tonight. First part of the workshop, I'm going to be talking a little bit. Not too long. My wife tells me I talk too much. But, right? Okay. But I'll try to keep the talking part short, and then we'll get to the action part. I want to congratulate you, first of all, for coming out to the workshop tonight and not sitting at home on your couch watching, I don't know, whatever it is. Thank you for coming out. You've taken the first step into making sure that you are not a victim. This is only the first step. Now, tonight's workshop is not going to teach you everything you need to know about self-defense in one night. We're hopefully going to give you some tips. Number one, to avoid a bad situation before it happens. And two, how to quickly escape the situation or create a window of opportunity to get away. This is not an MMA class. We're not looking to turn you into the next Ronda Rousey. You want information, I'll give you all that. Okay? At the end, anybody wants to spar, we can do that too. But no, we're going to teach you the key things here. One, avoid. Two, being aware. And three, escaping, getting out of the situation before it starts. Now, most of the things I go over here in the beginning are the common sense part of the lesson. But here's the thing about common sense. It's not so common. It's not. I really like eating. Is that your real name?
Yes.
I love that. Kinky. I like that. Okay? It's not so common. People hear these things. Oh yeah, I've heard that before, but they don't do it. It only works if you actually use it. Okay? Like, you can live right next door to the gym, but if you don't go inside, it doesn't work for you, right? Okay, so let's talk about some tips, and you can follow along with me. And I've taught this workshop probably going on 500 times, and I still follow my guide. Okay, so number one tip, avoid being alone. Avoid being alone. Now, ladies, this should come pretty easy to you. You travel to the bathroom in packs. Go everywhere in groups. Okay? If you're going to the store, go with a friend. You're going to the mall, go with a friend. You're going for a walk, you're going for a jog, you're taking the dogs out. Unless you have a really big dog, go with friends. Because would-be attackers prey on what they perceive to be weak, easy targets. Women alone. That's your easiest targets, the next, and obviously elderly. But if you're a woman and you're alone, ding, 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 you have a bullseye on you. So avoid being alone, okay? Number 2, always walk in well-lit areas. Don't look for that scenic shortcut. Now, my wife, she's going to throw me, she's going to punish me. My wife believes that every shortcut's a fast way to get somewhere. She's always taking these scenic routes. And take a well-lit, well-traveled path where there's lots and lots of witnesses. When you decide to cut between the houses or take that really cool, barely worn down path down to the parkway, that's when you're looking for trouble, okay? You are walking down the street, and you see somebody walking down the street towards you, cross the street, okay? If he starts to cross the street to meet you, you know you got to prepare yourself for a situation, okay? If he keeps walking by, okay, that's good. Just keep looking over your shoulder. Now, if it's a busy street, you get a little extra exercise going back and forth, right, across the street. When you are walking alone, you always want to carry a weapon. Now, this is not a political class, okay? Although I am a big supporter of your right to carry a firearm, okay? However, unless you are trained on how to use that firearm, you are more likely to shoot your foot off or have it used against you. So I'm not talking about walking down the street with a .357 strapped to you, okay? I'm talking about everyday items that you can carry like a weapon. Jen, come on up, please. Number 1, most women, I'll say most, not all, but most women always have some sort of bag with them, right? Whether it's a bag, my wife has like, we call it a bag, she's got like 15 bags. She walks out the car with like 15 bags every day. But she's got, you're always going to have some sort of bag with you, okay? Now, the way you carry that bag is going to be determined by who you're with. You're with your boyfriend, you're with your husband, hopefully not at the same time, that gets awkward. But you're with somebody, then you carry the bag in a way that you're going to protect the contents of the bag. So that nobody can kind of reach their hands in your bag and take your stuff. But now you're walking alone, that bag becomes something entirely different for you, okay? So I'm sneaking up on this girl, I see her walking by herself, her bag swinging, I grab her like this, she turns, hits me in the back. What do you Okay, so what Jen did was she swung, obviously, a very heavy bag at me. What you're doing there is you're going to stun the attacker. You're not going to knock him out. You're not going to knock him down. You're going to surprise him, and what did that do? It created a window of opportunity for you to run, to get help, or to at least prepare yourself to protect yourself, okay? What else? What else do you have in your bag? Okay, your phone. Your phone's almost always in your hands, right, ladies? It's usually in your hand, texting, even though you should be, and you're not aware of your surroundings. Number 1, always be around. Put your phone away. Put your phone away when you're driving. I'm guilty too. You know, I gotta check my status sometimes. Put it away. Put it away. Put it away even when you're walking. 1, when you're transfixed on your phone, you have no idea who's walking up on you. How many times have you seen somebody almost get run over by a car on the phone? How many times have you ever seen somebody walk into a tree or a pole? Okay, or a big sign at the Giants Stadium, right, Lucas? No lie, I was following him, he was little, and I walked, following his feet, and I was updating my status, and I walked right into a sign and knocked myself out there. Not joking, not a proud moment, but it happened. Luckily, I got up before he took pictures. But your phone is in your hands, let's be honest. So I turn around, I grab her, she turns and hits me with the phone in the face. Okay? Hit it in the eyes, hit it in the nose, hit him anywhere in the face, again, to stun the attacker. Hopefully you have Apple Care on your phone so you can get it replaced after you break it. But it's gonna give you that opportunity to get wet. What's that?
Does that crack the screen?
It might. Who knows? Hopefully it cracks his screen. Okay? You have your keys. How many of you have heard that you can carry your keys like a self-defense weapon? Okay, now, if you actually do, hold, now, if you actually do that when you walk your car, keep your hands up. Okay, half of them went, 3/4 of them went down, okay? So this is the common sense part of the lesson. Most of us have heard that if you lace your keys through your fingers like this, just walk into your car or to your house, and somebody surprises you, you can jab them in the face, jab right into the eyes, into the throat. Okay? Stunning the attacker. We've heard that before, but we don't apply it. We don't apply it. We don't do it. Okay? So, again, it's not going to work for you if you heard that. No, it's not. They're not nunchucks. They're not. Okay? You're lacing them through your fingers so you can hit them with it, and it's going to hurt. And it's going to give you an opportunity to get away. What else do you have? Okay, you can't find anything you got. Okay. Your credit card. You give the guy the bill and he'll run away, right? No, actually you have a card, you have an ID, you have nothing else with you. You hold it so that you can jab again into the eyes, hit the bridge of the nose with the card, splits the bridge of the nose, just cause a little bit of pain, discomfort. What else? Pepper spray. Pepper spray. How many of you carry pepper spray? Where's your pepper spray, Tammy? In your truck. Okay. Okay, so in the truck, but who else has pepper spray? Who else carries pepper spray? Where do you keep yours? Okay, good. Sir, can you wait till I get home? Then you come up. Okay.
I went to the airport, I couldn't take it with me.
That's true. You can get in trouble. When was that? A year ago. So, pepper spray. Every woman should own 3 pepper sprays. 3. 3 of them. 1 that's in the bottom of your bag. You're never going to find it. Okay? 2, maybe it's on your key ring. 3, sitting at your center console of your car. Somebody walks up. Okay? It's useless in the bottom of your bag. Useless. Might as well just hit them with a bag again. Okay? This one, how many of you guys like to run? This is a jogger spray. It just slips on your hand. It's like those water bottles. You don't have to hold it. It's great against dogs, great against attackers. Okay? Your friends will like you a lot better if you use pepper spray instead of a gun when they surprise you. Okay? Pepper spray, everybody should have at least 3 of them. They're cheap. They're $15. Watch that one. It's in your nightstand. They expire. Okay? If it's been there a year, check the expiration date. Okay? Where can you get them? Amazon Prime, Army Navy. About 20 feet outside the classroom. We've got like 20 of them here, so you can purchase them on the way out. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. Get them on it. Get them on it. Okay. But in all seriousness, have pepper spray because you know what? You're going to need it. You want to have it at your disposal in case something happens. Now, you don't have your bag. You don't have your pepper spray. You don't have your keys. You don't have your phone. You got your 357. Okay? You walk and you pick up a handful of pebbles. You're at the beach and you're walking in the bathroom and you hold sand in your hand. Somebody's surprised you turn and whip it right in their face. Again, just create the window of opportunity to get away. All right, moving on. Back to the tips. Don't worry, we'll get you up hitting somebody soon. Okay? Always avoid parking near big vans, big dumpsters. Look for that really good parking space at the mall. Not because you're lazy, because you have to pass less hiding spots. Okay? So you want to park close. Okay? And at the Lehigh Valley Mall, there's always doing construction. Don't park near those big dumpsters. Right? Here's one. Never let your gas tank go lower than half full. How many of you know exactly how many miles you get when the red light goes on? Bad, bad, bad. Because the same people do that, let their phone go down to 10% before they charge it. Okay, then you run out of gas, you're stuck on the side of the road, you can't call for help. So now you're relying on a good Samaritan to help you out. And that's gambling. Really, that's all that is. Okay? Now let's say we've done all these things. We listened to Sensei Rob, we followed all these tips, and somebody still confronts you. Now you have to make a conscious decision whether or not what somebody wants from you is worth fighting for. Okay? You have to decide, am I going to fight back? So, Jinky, somebody walks up, gets in your face, and says, give me your keys to your car. What do you do? Give the keys, okay? They want your ring. What do you do, Christine? Nice ring.
It's a replacement one.
Okay, so you give them the ring. Good, good. It's Christmas Eve. You just walked out of the mall. You were procrastinating. You got all your packages at one time. Somebody walks up and says, thanks for doing the shopping for me. Can I have those? What do you do? What? Give it to them. They want your kids, Amanda. What do you do? It depends on the day, right? Like, let's be honest. There's certain days that say, yeah. Besides, they're going to drop them back. Yeah. They're going to drop them off there. No. All your material items, including your rings, can be replaced. You or your loved ones cannot. So it may be hard to part with some things. It may have a lot of meaning. It may cost a lot of money. But you got to be smart about it. True story. This goes back a few years at the Bear Valley Mall. Two guys approached a woman as they were walking. She was walking to her car. They wanted her car. She fought back. They shot her and killed her. She was a mother of two. Okay, chances are today she'd be alive, but she'd just give it up the car. Okay, but instead somebody else is raising her kids. That's tough. Okay. Another story. This happened just 2 years ago, out in the West Coast. Two young lawyers, husband and wife team, lawyers, whole lives ahead of them. Okay, they're walking in the car. Husband's a great guy. Opens the passenger door, lets his wife in. Who does that anymore? He got those keyless. Anyway, lets his wife in, walks around the driver's side. Some guy sticks a gun to his face and says, "Give me your keys." He fights back. They shoot him and they kill him. They get in the car with the wife and they drive away. About a half mile down the road, they let the wife out. Here, they were part of a ring that was just stealing Volvos. They wanted nothing to do with the car. So if he would have just been smart, said, "Let my wife out, give the keys," he'd be fine. Make a smart decision. Now, they try to take your kids. They try to push you in the back of that car. They try to take you down an alley. Or you have that gut feeling that your life depends on fighting back. Then you fight back and nothing stops you till you get away. Okay? And that's what we're going to learn next. We're going to start talking about that. So before we do that, I want, is it Lorena? Stand up for me for a second, Lorena. Lorena, you did all the things right that I told you to do. And you avoided a situation, but inevitably some creepy looking guy confronts you like this. And he's standing in front of you making you nervous, kind of like the way I am right now. And you feel threatened and intimidated, and you feel like you need to hit me or hurt me. Where would you hit me? Don't really hit me, Lorena. Just point. What do you think would hurt? The groin. Or what, did you say the belly? Belly's good. Belly's good. Belly's a great target. I don't like the groin shots. So. Okay, the stomach's a great shot. Below, obviously, we have the groin. Groin, listen, women, we won't be training on that. You're born with that ability. We all know how to hit the groin without even looking. Okay? Besides, that doesn't necessarily work on an attacker that's on drugs or alcohol. Okay? You could try that shot, but it doesn't always work. But the groin, the stomach, where else? Way I'm standing. Throat, perfect. You're 3 for 3. Face, right? Yeah, the moneymaker, right? Right here. Okay, very good, Lorena. Thank you. Okay, so face, neck, stomach, groin, these areas go right down the middle of your body. If you're standing like this looking at a would-be attacker, you're vulnerable. So that's what we're going to do first. Everybody take your X-ray papers, send them, or take your papers, send them to the back of the room for a minute. You're going to pick those up in a second. I need everybody to stand up for me, please. Stand up for me, please. Good. The ladies that came in at the end, kind of came in a little late, we need you to fall into a row. We have 10 rows here, so we need you to fall into a row. I need one helper standing in front of each row. Okay? I'm teaching here. I can't have somebody that's like 7 feet tall standing in front of me. They only make me so tall because they only have that much cuteness. Okay, good. So now, these areas right in front of me, they're vulnerable. So the first thing I want to do in a situation where I feel threatened is eliminate as much of my vulnerable areas as possible. You know what, ladies, if you take that first cone and move it up about halfway through that square, give you a little more room. Okay? Good. So from here, all I want you to do is turn your body sideways. I want your belly button facing that wall. Good. Now, you've turned those vulnerable areas away from us, the attackers. Turn your eyes, look at us, because you can't trust us. Okay? So now, I want you to imagine you're hanging out at the mall, you're waiting for a ride, you're waiting for somebody to pick you up, and somebody comes walking towards you. Some creepy-looking guy, perfect, comes walking towards you. Now, why are you laughing? Isn't it cute? Okay. He comes walking towards you. You don't know what he wants. He might be... Where's Jen? Where's she hiding? Megan, come here, please. Stay right here. So, Megan's here, and she sees Carnell walking towards her. She doesn't know what Carnell wants. He might be walking by and checking around and giving her a look. Hey, baby, how you doing? Okay? Or he might be a threat. So what she's going to do right here, I want everybody to take your left hand, put it on your chin. Your left hand. Your other left hand. Good. Put your right hand just like this. What's it look like you're doing? Thinking or hanging out. So now she's standing like this. She's looking at Carnell. And this time he walks by and tries to grab her hair. Boom. And she can use that front hand right there to come up and block. Okay, watch again. Turn. Come on this side, Carnell. Looks like you're thinking there. You do a high block with this hand. Okay? So he tries to grab the top of her head. Go. Boom. That hand's right there to do a nice block. Okay? Now from here, we'll come up with this hand. And now, this leaves Carnell wide open for a nice palm strike right to the face. Okay? Watch again. She's looking like she's thinking. Back up. Look like you're thinking. You're deep in thought. Okay? Good. He walks up on her. He tries to grab her. Boom. The hand comes up and blocks. Strike right to the face, leaving him wide open. Thank you, guys. Give them a hand. Okay. Let's come here. Take your left hand. Cover your head. Bring it back down. Cover your head. Look straight ahead. Look towards the mirrors, guys. Bring it back down. Look towards the mirrors. That shiny glass where you can see yourself. Up. Back down. Up. Back down. Everybody put on deodorant, right? Up. Back down. Up. Back down. Up. Now leave it up there. Now with your right hand, I want you to open your hand as wide open as you can, but keep your fingers against each other. Now bring your right hand straight out towards the mirrors. Towards the mirrors. Towards the mirrors. Good. That's called a palm strike. Good. Let's try it again. High block. Palm strike. One more time. High block and palm strike. Good. Now, we can't hit anything yet until we learn a very important word. Ki. Everybody say ki. Mr. Anthony, there's some ladies in the lobby. Why don't you invite them on a minute? Go ahead. If they don't want to come willingly, just... So, ki is a martial arts shout. We use it when we strike, when we kick. Now, this is the part of the workshop that ladies don't like because you're like, I don't want to be loud. I don't want anybody to notice me. A ki is a weapon. Your voice is a weapon. So if I ki loud, ki! You scared somebody, okay? It gives you power. Helps you breathe. So on the count of three, I want to hear everybody ki. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ki! Oh, louder. You want to scare me, not invite me out for coffee. Oh, I could use some coffee right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ki! I like that, Kim. Okay, now, look like you're thinking. Deep in thought. Deep in thought. E equals MC squared. Cover your head. High block. Palm strike with a ki. Go! Yeah! Again, high block, palm strike. Yeah! High block, palm strike. Yeah! Too much? Ready? High block. Cover your head. There you go. Palm strike. Yeah! And high block and palm strike. Yeah! Now, stay right there. Don't move a muscle. I did say muscle. I did. Okay, Tammy, ready? You're my victim. Look like you're thinking. Look at me. I'm going to high block, or I'm going to hit you on top of the head. You're going to block. One of these songs you're going to block. Good? And then you're going to palm strike. Yeah! Just like that. Again, high block and palm strike. You're as red as the mat. Right? High block and palm strike. Just like that. So we're all going to do that 3 times. Please, do me a favor. Take your time. Let the instructor talk you through it. High block, palm strike, not. We want to hit the black target, not the instructor's face, okay? You'll do it 3 times to go to the back of your row. So team, grab yourselves a bat, put it in your right hand, a square hand target in your left hand, and attack them. All right, here we go. Ready? Block, palm strike. High block. One more time, high block, palm strike. Good job. Go to the back of your row. You look like you're thinking. High block. Palm strike. Don't let the swipe away. Just cover your head. High block. Good. One more time. High block. Awesome. Good. Come on up, Michelle. Ready? High block. Good. High block. High block. Awesome. Good job. Hi, Rosa. She's thinking thought. High block. High block. High block. Awesome. Come on down, Christine. Look like you're thinking. High block. High block. Cover that whole head. High block. Good job. Good job. Ready, Andrea? Turn sideways. Looks like you're thinking. High block.
awesome. Very good.
Nice, ladies.
All right. Ready?
Wait, hold on.
Don't just pick it.
Okay.
There you go. Look at it.
No, it's not, is it?
Good, Q. Come on, Q.
So like, just like foundation.
Are you a boxer or something? All right, done. Very good. Give each other a hand, ladies. So we have a Golden Gloves boxer in here named Q. We wanted to keep punching the target. Now, I want to tell you, ladies, if you're a martial artist or even a boxer, okay, and you know how to punch properly, by all means, punch the guy. But I teach a palm strike at a workshop like this because unless you're trained on how to punch properly, and I mean really trained so it's second nature to you, chances are you're going to hurt yourself before you hurt the opponent. There's a very specific way that you punch. I was a bouncer and a bartender for a lot of years. I broke up a lot of fights. And almost every fight, somebody had a broken hand because they punch wrong. Okay, so just so we can go over it real quick. Put your hands up like this. Okay, now do this. Now do this. No, just kidding. They really just do that? All right. Roll your fingers. Wrap your thumbs right there. That's the only way to make a fist. That's the only way. Now, oh, someone said it. My nails. Ow. Okay. You can't do this to protect your pretty nails. You get in a fight, you go get a manicure the next day. Okay? Roll your fingers, wrap your thumbs. Now, the improper fist that I see is that flat fingers. The fingers kind of out like this. The thumb straight. The thumb poking out over the top. Or, the absolute worst of them all, inside. Oh, no more peeling bananas. Okay? Listen. Fingers wrapped, thumbs wrapped. These two knuckles are the two knuckles you punch with, right here. And you can't have any bend in your wrist. I apologize for those of you in the back. I'm short. Blame my parents. Okay? First two knuckles, and you can't have any bend in the wrist. If your wrist is bent this way, you break your wrist. Okay? You hit like this, you break this right here, this part, this bone in the hand. It's called a boxer's break, okay? Broken. I saw a lot of those when I was breaking up fights. Come here, Carnell. If I punch Carnell, this has to be, I won't really do it. Okay? First two knuckles and the wrist straight. The second I bend a little bit, you've got a broken wrist. Okay? So we don't train to do that at a women's self-defense workshop. You need to do that thousands and thousands and thousands of times for it to become second nature. So you can use it realistically in self-defense. Now, your opponent doesn't know that you don't know how to punch. Right. Especially if you're Q. Okay? He's going to be scared. Okay? So you're going to look like you know what you're doing. Fake it till you make it. So turn sideways again. Okay? The fight's already begun now. We're not thinking about it anymore. Now we're protecting ourselves. The fight's on. Roll your fingers, wrap your thumbs, look tough, look mean. Come on, Tammy, you gotta look mean. Roll the fingers, wrap the thumbs. You picked the worst spot in the whole classroom. Fingers rolled, thumbs wrapped, one hand here, one hand here, look tough. That's called a defensive stance. You may not know how to punch, but they don't know that you don't know how. Okay? So stand neutral again for me. Facing me. Neutral's facing me. Now the fight's about to start. Step back. Boom. Hands come up. Try it again. Confidence, confidence, confidence. Step back. Hands up. Good. Really strong, really strong. Ready? Up, trick it. Ready? Step back. Hands up. Good. One more time. Now this time when you step back, you're going to go nice and strong. Ready? Go. Again. Go. One more time. It. Go. Good. Why is that so important? Somebody gets in your face, Forrest gets in my face, and I go, he might think I'm a little crazy, leave me alone. Okay, so Listen, we talked about not being a target. The way you carry yourself labels you a target or not. You look like uncomfortable going, guys. You look like a kitten. You want to be a lion. You want to have bite and a roar. Ah! You want to look intense and confident. You believe in yourself. They're going to believe you're going to kick their butts. And that's what you want. So let's get back in that defensive stance. Ready? Go! Yeah! Hands up. Stay right there. Don't move a muscle. Okay, we're going to use that right hand again. Reach out with that palm strike. Don't hit anybody in front of you. And bring it back. And bring it out. And bring it back. And bring it out. And bring it back. Ready? Go! Yeah! Go! Yeah! Go! Yeah! Go! Yeah! Stop! Switch your feet. Oh yeah, we're going to use our left hand now. Again, face the mirror, put your right foot. Left hand towards the mirror. Left hand towards the mirror. Straight out and back. Using that palm strike there, Heather. Straight out. Palm strike, not punch. She missed that whole part of the class. Bring it back. Bring it out. And back. Ready? Go. Kick. Go. Kick. Go. Kick. Go. Kick. Go. Kick. And stop. And relax. At ease. Very good. Now, where's Megan? Can you come hold this for a second? Okay. Good. So now, I'm a little bit closer to my opponent. This is Jolari. Jolari, get in your defensive stance with a couple of memes. Okay, so I'm right here. I'm too close for her to effectively use a palm strike. So from here, she's going to use a short-range weapon. What's that called, Jinky? Elbow strikes. She's going to use a crossing elbow strike. Bang, right into my face, right there. Now, elbows are cool because they can come across. They can go backwards. They can come up. They can come down. They can spin around. Boom. They can come in every different direction. None of those elbow strikes we actually hit with the tip of the elbow, though, because that hurts. So this crossing elbow strike that we're going to use right now, we're going to hit right here with the blade of the arm. The palm of the hand is facing the floor. The blade of the arm is exposed. Okay, so it's going to look just like this here. Ready there? Go!
Here.
Go!
Here.
Go!
Here.
Nice little crack on that, right? Give her a hand, guys. So, right leg back, loud ki. Ready, go! Kia! I didn't say do the elbow yet. Other right leg. Sophia, there you go. Hands are up, protect those faces. We're going to protect these cheeks, not these cheeks, okay? Ready? Pivot out with that elbow. Right hand. Elbow. Good. Right there. Okay? And bring it back. Don't punch yourself in the chin. Ready? Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Can't be shy. I want to hear you yell.
No.
Ready? She said no. You must know my wife. Kia! Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Switch your feet. Yeah. Oh yeah, we switched again. There we go. Now your left hand. Ready? Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Go! Kia! Relax for a second. So now, when it's your turn on these targets here, we're going to help you get lined up close enough to the target. You can't be far away. You're going to be right on top of the target. We'll help you do it. You'll do 3 with your right, switch 3 with your left. Don't rush and do it before they get you set up. Let them get you set up. If you didn't hold this last time, guys, make sure you jump in and hold. Try to switch up lines. Lucas, make sure you get in a pile there somewhere, okay? All right, guys, grab a group. All right, you ready, Heather? Okay, get nice and close now. Go.
Here.
Go.
Here.
Go.
Here.
Put your feet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where are you? Why are you home on your couch? You should be here. Look, we're Facebook Live, guys. Everybody say hi. Say, where are you? There we go. Good. All right. Everybody having fun so far? Yeah. It feels good to hit things, right? Oh, yeah, it does. You can admit it. It's good. Hey, listen, martial arts, one of the main reasons people do it is it's great stress relief. So during this workout, we're going to hit a bunch of things still. So feel free to picture a stress relief. Just don't say his name out loud. Okay, so now, have a seat for a second. Now, I do apologize. We're going to be doing a lot of standing up and sitting down for the rest of this because, again, I'm vertically challenged and I want to make sure you guys can see everything we do. So we did high blocks. We did palm strikes. We did a close range weapon with the elbow strike. What is the strongest part of our body? The legs, right. So we're going to do some kicking. Now, unlike the martial art movies, we're not going to be kicking to the head. Okay? It's really cool to learn kicks like that, but they're not really street practical. When I'm kicking an opponent, I want to aim knees, thighs, groin, midsection. I'm not going to kick him in the head. The only time I would kick him in the head is if he's already bent over or I'm being attacked by a squad of midgets. And then you have a whole other set of problems. I can't help it. Okay? So, yeah, Jalary got it. So we're going to learn a very simple kick. Oh, no, they look pretty athletic. Should we show them? Should we teach them more athletic kick? Yeah? All right. You got one? All right. You guys warmed up now, right? All right, we're gonna do something more fun. I just want to challenge you guys a little bit. Okay? You guys ready? So we're gonna do this. This is pretty cool. If you can pull off this kick, they'll just leave you alone anyway. Okay? Yeah! You want to try that next? No? All right. That kick. That kick is super cool and completely useless in the street. You do that for athleticism, fun, and to make people go, oh. But it's absolutely useless in the street. We want a real life self-defense kick. So Val, come up here, please. Hold that for Val. So that kick that I was just demonstrating on Bart a second ago, where I was just doing this, that's the kick we're going to do today. It's a back leg front kick. You're going to hit with the ball of your foot, so pull your toes back. We don't want to kick with our toes, it goes crunch, okay? So go ahead, Val, show her a few kicks. Ready, go?
Here.
Go.
Here.
And go.
Here.
Very good. Give her a hand, guys. So you can do that front kick with the back leg like Val just did. You can do it with your front leg, but what do you notice she has to do? She has to get a little closer, okay? So now, there's a reason and a time for both of those kicks, okay? If that opponent's really close, right here, it might be that quick little kick, because he's actually too close to that back leg. The back leg has more reach and more power. So there's a time and a place for both of those, okay? Give Val another hand, guys. All right. I bet you can kick your butt. Okay, so we're going to try this kick. Stand up fast for me, please. I did say fast, right? Okay, good. All right, so we're going to get in that defensive stance. Remember, when we get in that defensive stance, we don't go. It's Ki! Ready? Go! Ki! Hands up, protect your faces. Come on. Now, I need you to kind of stagger back and forth with the people in your line so you don't kick anybody in the butt. Okay? So, hands are up by your cheeks. No, you want to go that way, Ruth? Good. You're looking at me, though, Ruth. Right here, right at me. Good. That way you don't kick Tammy in the butt. Okay? You know, it'd be very fun. And she turned leg. Okay. So now, your hands up, use that back leg. Watch. We're going to twist our hips. So everybody twist your hips towards the mirror. Turn so your belly button's facing the mirror now. Bring your knee up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Is somebody moving the earth or something? Kick out, back, and down. Right where you started. Twist your hips. Bring that knee up. Kick out, back, and down. Watch me now. Ki-ai. Ready? Go. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. Switch your feet. Yeah. Yep, you gotta use that left. Switch your feet, hun. Look at Jen. There you go. Twist your hips. Ready? Up. Kick out. Back and down. Ready? Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Now relax for a second. So now, when it's your turn to come up, this is important. Take your time. I don't want to see how tough you are. I don't want to see that Q is also a kickboxing champion. I want you to take your time so that you get a nice little pop of that target, and that pop is not coming from your hamstrings or anything it shouldn't be. So we're going to take our time and do this. That's it with a ki-ai. Ki-ai. If you try too hard and you're a little off target, you're gonna pull a muscle and miss, or you're gonna bounce off this target. So nice and easy. And you want that pop sound, not this. That's a swoosh. That means your power went up and down. Ki-ai. 3 with your right leg, switch. 3 with your left leg. Will help you with your distancing. Grab a different rope. Let's make sure guys are holding for this one here, guys. And make sure everybody's getting a chance to hold. All right, I want Kim's rope. Ready, Kim?
When you kick with this leg, this leg.
Awesome job. Here. Go. Here. Go. Go. Here. Go. Go. Here. Put your feet. Go. 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 Awesome, awesome, awesome. Come on, held up. Turn sideways. Go. 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 Good time. Good. Switch your feet. Go. 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 Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ready? What's your name? Merced? Go. 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 Good job, good job. Hi, you have no name tag. There you go. What's your name? Come on, Joanne. Ready? Go. 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 Good job. Good. Mark. Go. Oh, you're any kiosks! Hear that stand down here. All right. Good job. All right, good job, ladies. Give each other a hand. I know you're working out. Working up a sweat a little bit. I can smell you. Bear with me. We'll give you a water break after this next drill. Okay? We have a bunch of waters out there, but it'll be like a 33-second break. That's it. Okay? We got to keep things going here. But so now, that opponent's right on top of you again. Okay? So I'm right here. I'm too close for Jen to be able to use her palm strikes, or I'm right on top of her. She can't. Maybe even I have her arms tied up. So she can't use the elbow strike. She's too close to use that kick effectively, so what could she do from here? Knee. Okay, wow, you guys know this. So she can do a knee strike. The knee strike can go into the groin. Careful. Okay, it can go into the belly. It can go into the head. Don't mess up my hair. Okay, knee strikes are awesome strikes. They're devastating. But like the elbow, we don't use the tip. Because if you hit with the kneecap on something hard, you're going to shatter your kneecap. It hurts. So we're actually going to hit with this surface area right here. Okay, so if I'm going to use this on Bart, using my hips for a knee is very important. You know, drive my hips. So I grab on the Bart and I'm going to drive my hips. Drive my hips. Drive my hips, okay? So we can hit with this surface area right here above the knee. So get in that defensive stance, hands up, look strong, right leg back. Okay, let's go back to neutral. The right is on this side. Did that right and left stand for? No. The right's on this side. We're going to step back with the right leg, and we do a ki when we step back. Right, Tammy?
Yes.
Ready? Go! Yeah! Hands up, look strong. Okay, reach out, grab onto an imaginary opponent. Picture them right. Okay, you're going to use your right leg. Everybody do this for me first. Hips. Just your hips. Do this. There we go. Good. Your hips have to move. I didn't say you're surfing there, kid. Now you're going to use your back leg. Watch. Ki. Ready? Go. Ki. Drive your hips. Go. Ki. Go. Ki. Go. Ki. Switch. Ki. And go. Ki. Go. Ki. Go. Ki. Go. Ki. Good. Relax for a second. Jen, where are you? So now when you get in this stance, our team will help you get in the right position here. She's in her defensive stance, right leg back. She's going to reach over to my opposite shoulder. Okay, opposite. If her hands were on the same side, her knee strike goes past me. So she wants to cross my body. Now, go.
Hit.
Go.
Hit.
Go.
Hit.
Good job. Give her a hand, guys. When you do this, be close enough. Don't let your leg slip. Please, it's a bent knee. Don't kick out. It's hard to get volunteers for this event. Watch again. Drive your hips in. This one feels really good when you hit. Yeah! So I want you to lay into it a little bit, okay? Let's get you lined up first. Where wasn't I at yet? I didn't have Lorena's row yet. You ready? Come on, Brandon, get us in, grab your shoulder, go! 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 Grab your shoulder, go! 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 Yeah, come on, 7 8. Grab your shoulder, go! Go! Ready? Go! 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 If you guys want to hang the targets up quick, you can. Give it to him. Give it to him, Joanne. Give it to him. We're talking about you. I heard it. I heard it.
Very good.
Oh, here comes Sandy. Sandy's feisty. Is there anybody left for that row down there that didn't go yet? Yeah, he's left row. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him!
I don't want to hit him.
Come on! Keep going! All right. Give yourself a hand, ladies. All right, listen. We will give you literally a 1-minute break to grab some water, go potty, whatever you gotta do. I'm a dad, potty. Okay, whatever you gotta do, come right back out because we got a lot to cover. Go ahead, guys. We are on intermission. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, I slipped in on you. Ooh,
Wait for him. Step back. Okay, it's gotta be a push.
back kick.
Jen.
Send you to bounce you.
Step back. Right now? Still left. What are you aiming at the floor for?
How you guys doing?
All right, let's go. Let's go, ladies. Let's go. Clocks are ticking. Clocks are ticking. Okay. A little bit. Let's go. Tick tock, tick tock. Have fun, what's up? One more.
Oh yeah.
It's done. It's done. Have fun, Bridget. You've been here before? No, I heard about this. How many of you guys heard about this? Holy shnikes. Okay. How many of you drunk somebody? Good. Anybody actually see a poster somewhere? Who's broke? Facebook is it, huh? All right, good. How everybody heard about it? From Facebook? You guys all saw something? Yeah, it might be. All right. Okay, good. All right, we didn't lose anybody, did we? Let's go, ladies. Hi. Okay, so we want to roll out different striking techniques. First of all, we talked about things to do to avoid the bad situation, right? Being smart, being aware. We talked about certain strikes. Those strikes, again, we're not trying to fight. We're trying to create opportunities to get away. Give somebody a good knee, knock the wind out of them. You're right. You're right. But now they got hands on you. Their hands on you. So now we need to get away from their grips. And typically, that person's going to be bigger or stronger, right? And they can grab you a number of ways. And I can't show you all of them tonight, but I can show you one or two. So Megan, come on up. So the first one, Julia, just move like right there because so you're not blocking anybody. Okay, good. So the first one is just a typical grab like this. Let's say, I don't know, this could be a guy trying to pull you down an alley, okay? Or a date doesn't know the date's over. Or a kid trying to pull you into a toy store, okay? Amanda's like, yeah. Okay, so Megan's gonna demonstrate the whole thing and then we're gonna talk about it. Ready? Go. Good. One more time. Ready? Go. Very good. Give Megan a hand, guys. So let's talk about what she did. First of all, she steps back. She turns her body sideways. Again, she eliminated her vulnerable areas. She gave herself some better balance. Now, the grip. What is the weakest part of my grip? Is it my fingers, the back of my hand, or my thumb? The thumb. So if she pulls straight down against my fingers, I don't even have to hold on with my hand closed. If she pulls straight back, I'm bigger, stronger, hopefully, and it's a tug of war and I'm going to win. But the thumb's the weakest part. So she snaps her hand to her ear like she's answering a phone. And then she quickly gives me a quick kick. That's the front leg this time, if you notice, because it's quick. That's going to stun me, and then that palm straight, bang, right to the face, and guess what? She's off to the races, okay? Give her a hand, guys. Thank you. So again, Carnell, just grab one of me real quick. It's a lot of steps, and we're going to talk you through the steps. Step back, snap that hand to ear. When you do this, please, please, do not stare at your hand. It happens to at least one person every workshop, and we got it Facebook Live. So, okay, you step back, bring it to your ear like you're answering a phone. Quick little front kick and palm shake. We'll talk you through it. Don't try to do this. We'll go through it together. So, stand up for me fast. Okay, so everybody's facing me. Okay, everybody put your left hand out. That's the one closest to the lobby. Step back with your right leg. Snap your hand to your ear. We're going to use our front leg. That's your left leg. Quick little front kick. Right hand, palm strike. Kia! Try not to get your foot into anybody's backside. Okay, try it again. Ready? Left hand out. Step back. Snap your hand up. Front kick. Palm strike. Kia! One more time before we attack you. Step back. Snap your hand up. Front kick. Palm strike. Kia! We will talk you through it. Let me say it again. We will talk you through it. Go ahead, guys. Grab them. What? Good. You got it.
Yeah. We doing it twice? We'll do it one more time. Make sure you get everybody 3 times. Everybody 3 times.
Got it.
You got it. All right, done. Very good, ladies. Big show of hands. Have a seat for a second. Now, that's a lot to think about. I mean, you're like, I had one girl kick me and palm strike me and pick her hand up. Guess what? You win! Listen, nobody's going to tell you you did it wrong if you get away. You're not going to say, excuse me, that was not right. I did it in that class, it wasn't right. No. The idea here is you're learning a concept, but whatever gets you free works. So when he grabs on me, I'm teaching you one concept. One concept. There's a million things we can do from here. Watch for a second. But before you can actually make this work for you in self-defense, in real life, repetition is the key. You do something 100 times, you know how to do it. You do it 1,000 times, you do it without thinking about it. You do it 10,000 times, it becomes instinctive. It's yours, you own it. We did it 3. It's not quite going to be there yet for you, okay? Practice, practice, practice. Repetition is the mother of skill. But again, what I showed you is not the only thing. I forget who it was over here. She kicked me first, palm strike me, hand comes up. That's great. Slap me, poke me in the eyes. It doesn't matter, okay? Lots of fun things. Now, to me, when someone grabs onto me, that's as good as me grabbing onto them. If I push, he moves. If I pull, he comes towards me, right? So I pull and bang, he walks right into my hand. Works, right? I can grab him here, do a little joint manipulation, bend him over, kick him in the butt. I can make him fly. Right?
Yes.
You want to see him leave the ground a little? Lots of fun things that we can do. I showed you one possibility. There's countless possibilities. So let's move on to our next self-defense move. By the way, he knows how to take a fall. That's why he's okay. We actually have a name for somebody like this. Low man on totem pole. No. It's called an uke. An uke is actually, in Japanese, means to receive. The person who receives the instruction. And actually, when my teacher used me as an uke, it's a great way to learn. So it looks like I'm beating him up, but he's actually learning from it. And he knows how to do all it. He knows what's expected, so he knows how to take it and not get hurt. Okay, so next move. Jen, come here. You guys picked up on the fact that she's my wife, right? Yeah. And she hit me with a really heavy purse, right? Yeah. So the next move, I can okay. Now, there's no self-defense from the teacher. I just want to joke. Okay. So you can do the whole drill. Ready? Go.
Yeah.
She gets so nervous. Watch again. Deep breath. Deep breath. Close your eyes. Okay. Hands together. Up. Out. Now this clap is right on the ears. Now she grabs knee to the body or groin. Boom. My ears are ringing. That's ringing. Palm straight to the face. Boom. And she's off to the races. One more time. Now she clapped over my head because, well, I have to come home with it. Okay, so hands together, up, out, clap, grab, knee, palm strike, yeah. Very good, give her a hand, guys. A lot to think about. We'll talk you through it, and we'll choke you. Stand up, please. Ready? Okay. Person's got you by the throat. Put your hands together. You're scared for your life. What do you do? Who do you pray to? Hopefully, he's up there. Open up to him. Ah. Clap. Grab. Knee. Palm strike. Kia. I like it. Hands together. Up. Out. Clap. Grab. Knee. Palm strike. Kia. Good. One more time. Up. Out. Clap. Grab. Knee. Palm strike. Kia. Awesome. That was really close to her head. I won't tell her though. All right. Grab a row. Yes. It might be on already. Did you already use? No, now it's on. Grab a row. I want to choke somebody. Good. Guys, 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. Straight up. Can everybody pause for 1 sec? Everybody stop for 1 sec. Stop for 1 sec. Hi. I saw a couple people do this. They saw it in a magazine once. Don't do this. That's cheering. Okay, listen. If they're bigger, stronger, or even the same size as you, grab on. You're not, squeeze as tight as you can. Make it so I can't talk. You're not going to knock your hands off them this way. See, I just punched myself in the jaw. Not this way. No resistance right here. Don't try to fight muscle with muscle. Be smarter. Use the weakness in their attack. Between. Now it's easy. Okay? Straight up. Like you're diving into a pool. Okay, go ahead. You get that on video?
No, I didn't. What did I miss? She hit you. Oh, I missed it.
Some scary ladies here. Some scary ladies. But you're not here. You should be here. You really should be here. All right. right, good job, ladies. Give yourself a hand. Have a seat for a sec. Dashi disappeared. Oh, there you are. How did I miss the red shirt? Okay, so again, lots to think about. Lots to think about. Obviously, practice, practice, practice. Not the only thing you can do. Okay, someone grabs in my throat. He's right here. He's very in reach right here. Come right up between his arms, right into his face with a palm strike, right? I could hit his off button. You guys know where the off button is? Everybody has an off button right here. Straight up. Okay. Okay, when you do this, take your fingers. I like to put my middle finger right on top of my pointer finger. Right here in the base of the trachea, okay, right where the breastbone meets. You push back and down, and it's caused a gag reflex. Now, listen, that's not going to stop the fight. It's not going to knock him out. But if you're in a situation where, let's say this guy has me pinned against the wall, and I'm off balance, right, and I can't fight back, right there in the throat. If you do that with the fingers, you can do it with the thumb. Okay, now keep this in mind. You do that, and he backs up, he's going to be mad. But what did you do? You got him off of you. Gave you a chance to get up and be ready to fight back, okay? What else can happen? Okay, there's spots right here behind the triceps. They're called, well, okay? It looks like I'm pinching, and I kind of am. But not with my nails. I'm pinching with the smallest amount of skin right here. And it feels like, on most people, it feels like a bee sting, like a wasp sting. It works on like 80% of people. Again, it's not going to make him stop, but it might just be enough to get him to let go for a second so he can fight back. Okay, what else? There's joint manipulation. I grab here, I kick to the groin. Joint locks, okay? Boom, hit him. Make him roll over, rub his belly. Good, get up. Okay, we can make him fly again. Everybody like that before? Boom. Okay, all kinds of fun things that we can do. Give me a hand. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Ponytail. Listen. Real simple. It's not self-defense. If you get your hair pulled, okay, by somebody, and they yank on your hair, and you're off balance, reach between their hand and your head, grab the hair, pull the opposite direction. Takes the pain off your skull long enough that you can regain your balance and then kick straight back. Boom. Okay, that's just simple. Not gonna practice it. Okay, I hate when people pull my hair. But if they have you off balance like that, grab between their hand and your head and just pull the hair in the opposite direction. Get your balance back so you can kind of kick off. Okay. Now, you're walking your car. You're at the ATM machine. You're about to enter your door. Somebody walks up behind you, grabs you, and has you off balance. This is a dangerous position where Jen is right now. Anytime your shoulders are behind your hips, you're in danger. Okay, your center of gravity is behind you, you're off balance. I'm choking her. Okay, go ahead, do the whole move.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Ow. Give her a hand. Now let's talk about what happened here. I said her shoulders would be on her hips. She's in danger, right? He's choking her. So the first thing she does is she grabs at the arm so she can buy herself a few seconds of breathing, right? She pulls that down. Now, she takes her right leg and she steps behind his leg. Just tucks it there. Now, all she's going to do is stick her butt out. Oop. Now, what did it do to him? His shoulders are behind his hips. Not because she's bigger, not because she's stronger. She used leverage and balance. Now she bends over. Gravity's your best friend in this head. Palm straight to his head. Boom. Watch again. God bless you, whoever sees. Okay? She's off balance. She's stepping on a leg. She sticks her butt out. Boom. Bends over. And palm strike. Ki. Very good. Now, when he's falling, what's very important, if you might not have noticed, but when Jen did this, as he fell, she bent her knees. Reason why is if I fall with my knees straight, I'm off balance. He can take me right down with him. Okay? So, I'm going to bend my knees as he falls. If he tried to pull me, my knees are right at his ribs. Okay, good. Back up. So now, when you do this, you have to take your time or you will fall on us. Okay, take your time. It's all about balance and leverage. We'll talk you through this one. We're only going to do twice. It takes a while to get back up and down. Okay? So, again, when you do this one more time, Jen, come here. Now, she's stepping back with her right leg. What if they're lefty? Well, then you would do the left. How do you know? We're guessing righty right now. 85% of the American population is righty. 15% is wrong. So, we're going to go with the odds. Okay. Lefties, raise your hand. See what I mean? 15%. Okay? So, right here, off balance. She steps behind the leg. She's not going to use power. Just stick the booty out. Boom. Power the booty. And I'm off balance. She just bends over, bends her knees, and palm straight to the face. Okay? We'll try it together. Everybody say it fast for me. Come on, ladies. All right. So you're off balance. Okay? We got you back. Lean back a little. I turn my back to you, not because I'm rude, but it's easier for you to follow me this way. Okay, step behind with your right leg. Now, you're not going to stick your butt backwards. Stick your butt out towards the lobby. Boom. Stick it out there. Wiggle it. So you know what's out there. Wiggle it. Good. Now, just bend over as they fall. Bend your knees and palm straight. Yeah! You're going to hold on to their arm with your left hand. Okay, palm straight with your right. Try it again. You're off balance. Step behind a leg. Stick out the booty. Boom. Wiggle. Bend. Palm straight. Yeah! Very good. Let's get a row. I'm coming down here. Turn around.
I guess you're
Good. You're done. Go ahead.
Yeah.
A little bit further back. Organic. We're starting.
I was too straight. I was too straight the first time. As soon as I said, "What was that?" Trouble, I went, "Well,
Go from the back. How many left? All right, good job, ladies. Stop there. Have a seat for a sec. Sammy, could you back up a little bit right there? Slide that way a little. Again, not the only possibility. Have a seat, Sammy.
I'm tired of getting up.
All right. I'm not arguing with them. Okay. Again, not the only possibility you can do. Okay, so Bart grabs me. I'm off balance here. From here, you can just make sure you're getting your airway taken care of. Okay? Because this will put you out real quick. Here, pick up your foot, start stomping on his foot. Okay? Kids ever step on your toes? Ow. Okay, just slam right down on the feet. He's going to have to start moving his feet, right? You have hard-soled shoes, you have heels, bang. You have hard-soled shoes, you put it right here on the shin, you scrape straight down. Peel the skin off like a banana, right? Okay? You move your hips, you hit him in the groin, bang. Come through here, throw him to the ground, come back up. Okay? Maybe you shift your hips aside, hit him in the groin, grab the groin. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not really. I'm not. She's like, oh my God! I didn't sign up for this! Okay, grab, twist, whatever. Remember, there's no rules in the street. You keep fighting back until you're free. Okay, you don't stop for anything. True story. Guy breaks in a little lady's house. He grabs grabs her. She grabs him by the groin. She grabs and she twists, and she keeps twisting and keep twisting. Doesn't let go. Calls 911 with her free hand. Doesn't let go. Police show up. Ma'am, you can let go now. They cuffed him and took him to the ER before they booked him. Never stop fighting. Everything goes. Everything goes in the street. Listen, the one thing that you have to be careful of, the last thing that you do is bite. The last thing you do is bite. Why? Anybody know why? Diseases. Now, I'm not telling you never to bite. Lights are going out. Hands over the mouth. You bite. But if you draw blood, you are gambling, right? You know, you don't know. So be careful and be honest with authorities. Yes, I bit. Can you please, do whatever administration of medication that you need to do to make sure I don't contract something right now. Okay, be honest. Ladies, you're ever a victim of assault, be honest so they can take good care of you, okay? Now, one thing I do want you to do, if you are in that close quarter situation, is use your nails. Anybody know why? Evidence, absolutely. Collect DNA. Collect DNA so that you can give that to the authorities so that person can never attack another person again. Now, we went over a whole lot of stuff. We're not done. There's one more thing I want to talk to you about. But what we need to do is we need to get a little close and personal. I need like a half circle. Make it nice and big so nobody's in front of anybody. So you need to kind of back out of this area. Go that way. Big half circle. But it needs to be, listen, it needs to be one row. It needs to be one row. Don't make me do what I do in my kids' class and make them hold hands. I prefer you not back against the wall though, because you need to be able to move. So come off the wall a little bit. Okay. All right. Listen, we're going to be on the floor, so if you're behind somebody, you're not going to be able to see. You got to get really close to each other, real close. Get to know each other. Okay. So, we're in a bad situation. I've tried to teach you a lot of ways to create a window of opportunity to get away. Some of the real danger comes when we end up on the ground. Lay down. Right, Tim, right here. Right here. Face that way. Lay on your stomach. Okay? You end up on the ground. Now, you end up on the ground. I can't teach you in the next 10 minutes ground self-defense. There are ways to fight on the ground, very practical ways to fight on the ground. But what I can teach you right now in a short amount of time is the do's and don'ts about being on the ground. Number one, don't go to the ground in a street fight if you don't have to. Don't. Okay, this is a nice squishy mat. In the street, you're gonna be on concrete, sidewalk, broken glass, stones, pebbles, okay, rocks. Don't go to the ground unless you have, even as trained fighters, we don't want to go to the ground in a fight in the street unless we have to, because they might have a buddy there that can kick you when you're holding them down and so forth. So don't go to the ground. But if you get taken to the ground, some do's and don'ts. Number one, don't turn your back to your opponent no matter what. Don't lay like Jen is doing. When I was a little kid, my parents taught me when the bullies come, before I studied martial arts, they taught me when the bullies come, curl up and play dead. Like, I think they watch too much Nature Channel, okay? It works in a bear attack, not in a bully attack, okay? In this position right here where Jen is defensive. Punch me, Jen. You kick me. I got a butt massage, that's about it, okay? Block this. Block this. Block this. Ow! She pinched me. Feisty. Okay. So now, you're really defensive because I can choke her, I can hit her, I can bounce your head off the floor like a basketball. Don't ever, 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 ever turn your back to your opponent. Never, ever turn your back to your opponent. You can't fight back. Next position. This position that Jen's in right now is slightly better than where she just was because her hands are in front of her. So as I'm trying to hit her, her hands can try to block, she can try to hit, she can try to claw. There you go. Okay, she can try to stick her fingers in, but I can sit up out of any of her attacks. And when I want, I can fall down into attacking her. Eventually, I'm going to render her unconscious and do what I want to do. Okay? So again, not a great position. Next position right here. That's it. Around my waist, not my butt. Around my waist, not my butt. Good. This position right here. This is the best of the three. Right now you're sitting there going, honey, I'm trying to avoid sexual assault, right? Listen. This is better than him on top of you where he can render you unconscious because your legs are powerful. And you have them wrapped around you. If he wants to assault you, he has to remove your clothing. As he's fussing with your clothing, you pull him in with your legs and you can hit him in the face. You can palm strike him. You can jab him in the eyes. Okay, put your thumbs right in my eyes. Okay, don't really push. Down the head. Okay, she can do that. She can do things like that. When I try to hit her out of frustration, she extends her hips away, pushes me away. Well, now I start fussing it. She pulls me and hits me again. Okay, not for real. I'm sleeping on the couch. Okay, she pushes away. She pulls in. She can do this a series of times to keep me off balance, hitting me, palm striking me, disorienting me the whole time until she eventually thrusts away, opens her legs, gets foot on my chest, on my face. Okay? And she thrusts away, boom, and then she gets up and gets out. Give her a hand, guys. So, I don't want you to go to the ground. I don't want you to go to the ground. I don't want you to end up in that position. If you fall, step A, avoid the situation. Step B, create windows of opportunity to get away. You won't go to the ground. You end up on the ground. There's some do's and don'ts about positions. You want to learn how to fight on the ground? Come back tomorrow. We'll start another class, okay? Too much to teach you tonight. The next step, though, is knowing how to stand up properly. And that's important. Is how do we stand up? And I'll show you. Carly's going to help me. Now, Carly, wait, I'm not there yet. Okay, just like we practiced, stand up for me. Perfect. Good, sit back down. Now, one more time. Okay, sit back down. Everybody see what Carly's doing? Carly's doing, and we didn't practice this, Carly's doing what everybody does naturally when we stand up. And the first thing to come up in front is your face and head. Right into the attacker's face. What I want to do is I'm in this situation here. First, I'm going to take my beach pose. Everybody show me your beach pose. Good, beach pose. But I want everybody to have, now listen, those of you that are behind me are going to get kind of confused. Put your right hand on the floor. Tuck your right foot under, your left foot in front. That's your beach pose. Bart, come out here. Now, if Bart's here and he's trying to get close to me, I can kick to keep him away. He circles, I can switch my hips and keep kicking. He circles, boom, okay? So real quick, step aside for a second. Everybody try that with your one foot, kick, kick, kick. Rotate, kick, kick, kick. Rotate, kick, kick, kick. Good, come back. If he gets real close, I can scissor his legs. I can turn, come back up. Okay, from here, I give him a good shot. Maybe he backs up for a second to evaluate the situation. Instead of me coming up like this, I get up like that. Oh, watch again. I lift my body up and away and right into defensive stance. So we're going to try that together, okay? Now, this is tough. Some of you will get it right. Some of you will stick your butt in the person next to your face. Some of you will end up on your head. It's okay. It takes practice like everything else. Give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. Good. If you're sitting still, not moving, you're not moving space. Okay, so now, listen, because depending on where you are, it could be confusing. Right hand on the floor. Right foot tucked. Left foot in front. Left hand holding your margarita. Okay, now from here, watch me, don't move yet. I'm going to lift my body. When I swing this leg back, I'm not going straight back where it hits. I kick it behind me and then behind my hand. Some of you will get it, some of you won't. Okay, ready? So lift, kick, swing behind, stand up. Kia! Now if you're looking at the wall, you're looking the wrong way. Try it one more time. Right hand, right foot. Left foot, left hand. Lift, swing, stand. Kia. Very good. Give yourself a hand. Now, like everything else we did tonight, takes lots of practice. But if you get good at it, it's actually easier to get off the floor that way than standing up normally. When I'm on the floor playing with my kids, that's how I get up. Okay, plus I have bad knees. This helps. So real quick, I want to do a quick review with you. So I need everybody in their lines real fast. Go quick, 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 quick. Quick, 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 quick. Wow, they don't move quick, do they? Okay. Tip number 1, avoid the situation before it happens. How do we do that? Step number 1, avoid being alone. Park in well-lit areas. Okay, look for that good parking space. Don't take shortcuts. Always carry a weapon. I don't necessarily mean a gun. Listen, Second Amendment, go for it. Go for it. You'll rarely find me without it, even knowing what I know. But, unless you're trained, that's tough, okay? Everyday items that you can use as a weapon: a purse, keys, credit card, cell phone, pepper spray. How many pepper sprays should every woman have?
3.
3. If you don't have any, where are you getting them tonight?
Amazon.
Here, right. Not Amazon Prime. Not Amazon Prime. I gotta pay the bill somehow. Okay. All right. Somebody confronts you. You have to make a conscious decision whether or not what they want from you is worth fighting for. Material items can all be replaced. You and your loved ones cannot. So, you decide to fight back. Turn your body sideways. Protect your vulnerable areas. Show me that thinking stance. Ooh, that was like a long time ago, wasn't it? Show me that high block. Show me that palm strike. Kick. Show me that defensive stance. Look tough, look mean, look ugly. Good. Show me a palm strike. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Show me that. Cross the elbow strike. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Show me that back leg front kick. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Show me that knee strike. Grab on him. Ready, go. Go. Switch. Ready, go.
Face me, the person grabs your wrist. Step back. Step your hand up. Front kick. Palm strike. Yeah! Face front. Somebody grabs your throat. Hands together. Up, out, cross, grab, knee, palm strike. Yeah! Somebody's got you in a choke from behind. You're off balance. Step out of the leg. Stick out the booty. Wiggle it. Bend over. Palm strike. Yeah! Look at me. Wow. Wow. Have a seat. That's the last time I'll make you get up and sit down. I promise. I promise, Sandy. That is a lot to remember. I don't expect you to remember it all. One very important thing I do expect you to remember is what I showed you is real. Okay? It's not fancy, it's not fake, it's effective. If you walk outside and you show it to somebody, you accidentally crack them in the nose, it's going to break their nose. You try it on your husband at home and you hit him and he trips over the nightstand, he hits his head and he dies, that's on you. I mean, unless he's got a big insurance policy we can split. Okay? No, seriously, I need a commitment from you that what I showed you will only be used for self-defense. Do we understand? Yes. Listen, you might be excited about it. You might want to go home and show somebody, and it's real easy for them to get hurt or you to get hurt just by, these guys know how to take the falls and they know how to work with you, but until you're skilled, they don't necessarily know how to fall. Falling's an art, so it could hurt them. Not to mention, you go home and your husband or your boyfriend, they're going to have an ego about it. You went to some other guy to learn self-defense. You don't need that. I can take care of you. And you're going to say, honey, but watch this. Grab on as tight as you can. I know how to get out of this. I can get out of this. And you're going to go, and you say, man, I just wasted 2 hours. Guy's hair look good, but it doesn't work. Remember, the element of surprise is a weapon to you. He's expecting panic, not a reasonable response. Now, if your husband is holding on super tight, kick him in the groin. Hand him out. That's a softening up technique, okay? So, repetition is the mother of skill. These things will work if you train. You took the first step tonight. Now, this is not a sales pitch. I do this as a community thing. We do a lot of community things. We have this event 3 times a year, and you're welcome to come over and over and over again. But it's only one step. If you truly want to be proficient in protecting yourself, you need to train. You need to train. And it's not, there's lots of good schools here in the Lehigh Valley. I'll point the good ones out to you. If you don't like leading edge, if you want leading edge, it's not just for little kids. It's for you. Some people say, I don't really need that. I don't need self-defense. I think about knowing self-defense the same as I think about a seatbelt in a car. I put on my seatbelt every day hoping to God I never have to use it. That's self-defense. You know self-defense, hoping and praying to God you never have to use it. You hope it's a complete waste of time. You never have to test it out. But if something happens, you want to know you have it in your back pocket, right? You want to know you have that for yourself. Parents. I have a 14-year-old. Where is he? Playing video games, probably, right? And an 8-year-old. Yeah, so, I mean, they're going to be going off to college before you know it. I want to know when I send them away that they know how to take care of themselves. Because there's bad people and we live in a scary time. You got to be diligent and you got to be vigilant. Make sure you get everything we talked about is completely useless if you don't apply it. When you walk out of here tonight, we have people hiding in the parking lot. We're going to be testing to see if you travel your routes. We're going to see if you have your keys in your hand. And we're going to check how much you pay. Now, in all seriousness, you guys were great tonight. Come as often as you can. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Get on our email list so you know when these events happen. Spread the word. Bring others. We want more people here. We want you to have fun with this and learn a lot at the same time. Now, a couple things real quick about Leading Edge here. First of all, let's give all my helpers big hands. Can't do this stuff without them. We, in addition to having a good martial art program, if you are looking for martial arts, make sure it's a well-rounded self-defense style, not a competition school. You're not trying to get in the MMA. Okay, it's self-defense style of martial arts. Make sure that you train in a co-ed classroom. This is this women's self-defense workshop. But if you're going to train, who's going to attack you? Men. So you need to be comfortable around men. Big, sweaty, ugly guys. You've got to use tonight breathing on you and sweating on you so that you don't get intimidated by them in the street. Train. Be confident. Because if you're confident, you carry yourself confident, people leave you alone. They look for easy prey. A couple things I want you to be aware of when you're paying attention out there in the street. Is everybody aware what the knockout game is? Has anybody heard of the knockout game yet? Okay, this is a game that young punks are playing. And what they do is they look for people that aren't aware of their surroundings, usually people that are by themselves. And what they do is they walk up to unsuspecting people. Isaac, stand here. He could be walking on the street, and I come up and I just whack, hit him to see if I can knock him out in one shot. It's called a knockout game, and it's very dangerous. If you YouTube it, there's lots of videos of this happening, and people getting injured really bad and worse. I saw a video of a guy hitting a woman, and she hit her head on the sidewalk and didn't make it. It's really bad. What's your best defense? You're walking down the street, you see a punk standing there, you look at him, make eye contact. So he knows you know he's there. It also lets you know that you can identify him if you needed to. Always look around, and if you're in a group, that's your best chance of avoiding that situation. Okay. So you guys fill out a raffle ticket on your way in. So we have a couple prizes for you guys. We're gonna give away 2 pepper spray tonight. Oh, we have a bunch more in the pro shop. It's not on Amazon Prime. Just saying. Okay? And we're going to give a month of classes away to somebody. Now, it's not only for martial arts. We have a great fitness program here, too. Being in shape is self-defense. What is self-defense? It's the preservation of oneself. Being healthy, being in shape is self-defense. We have a great fitness program. It's a half-an-hour, high-intensity interval training program. You do 5-minute rounds in a bag, 45-second intervals, no partners, no contact, just you in a bag. Heart pump and sweat pouring. It's a great workout. So this month will be for either a month of martial arts or a month of fitness. Your choice. Now, Tammy, you're front and center. I picked on you all night. Pick the first winner. Not that one. Just kidding. This one's for a pepper spray. Sarah Vinegar. Vinegar?
Woo!
No, listen. Black or pink?
Pink.
All right, very good. Yeah, you can throw that expired one in your right, say it away. Pick the next winner. Michelle D.A. You guys need to work in your handwriting. Diver? Yeah, that's it. Now you get to pick our winner of 1 month. We don't sell this on Amazon Prime. Your last name, Lip?
Yeah.
I can't say your name.
Ailey.
Ailey, but spell it for everybody.
Eilidh. I'm Scottish.
Okay. She's going to come to class and kill it. All right, come on in. So, ladies, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. You guys did a great job. Give yourselves a little hand. When you leave, these guys have some coupons for you guys for classes. If you want to ask questions, ask for information, or if you want pepper spray that you don't need to order online, you can stand over there by the office, and somebody will help you out, okay? So, Scott, why don't you head out there? And good job, guys. Take your little tip forms with you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Where were you tonight? You should have been here. Another great workshop. And you were at home on your couch.